Hi, are you a teacher who wants to create 4 Google Slides for TpT? I'm Amy Thomas, and I just started creating for Teachers Pay Teachers this August 2020. And I first started creating in PowerPoint, then learned how to move resources into Google Slides because as a teacher, I prefer Google Slides for sharing and editing, and also with distance learning, they're more helpful and more in demand. So I hope this video will help you. I had a process of trial and error, and so I'm hoping I can save you some time so you can share your wonderful ideas via TpT by making your activities for Google Slides. Okay, let's go. Okay, so this presentation I created in PowerPoint for TpT, and I posted a version on TpT and then decided to try to create it to move it to Google Slides. So one important thing I added on the cover and on this first page is I put 4 Google Slides with the trademark symbol for Google Slides, which is very important. And this is not a product sponsored by Google, so I have to put 4 or put for use in. That is my understanding. So be careful with that. So I kept this first slide the same. There was some clip art on here that I had to take out because that clip artist is not okay with using her clip art in Google Slides, which I totally understand. So I got permission that for this clip art from EduClips, I can use it in Google Slides, so I kept it. And then here, what I did is I moved my text off of the slide because these slides I'm going to save as backgrounds, as PNGs to insert in Google Slides as backgrounds, and I'll show how I do that soon. Then here, this I kept. Here you can see I already moved this text off of the slide. And one thing is I have not successfully been able to move this text with these awesome fonts that I purchased on TpT. I have not been able to move that text to Google Slides so that you can still edit it in Google Slides. And so I've actually switched things up with the text, which I'll show you in a bit. Another important note is that I did design this. So if I go to design slide size, custom slide size, I did it 11 by 8.5. So that's in landscape, which is easier for viewing in Google Slides, especially if you're doing work that students are going to work on their Chromebooks or whatever devices they have. And also, then I like that I can print it on regular 8.5 by 11 paper. So, okay, what we're going to do next is save as, and I'm going to save this as practice 2. This is my second practice, and I'm going to save it as a PNG. This is so that I'm exporting all the slides. This is so that we can insert these slides as backgrounds in Google Slides so that all of the clip art will be protected. Okay. Okay, so next we're going to go over to Google Slides. Okay, so now I'm in my Google Drive. I did pay for G Suite so that I can store files and share with TpT. I created a new folder, so I'm working on trying to have things organized, and I don't really want to move things around if I'm going to post them on TpT, so I'm trying to organize more carefully. I'm going to title this Practice Procedures. Okay. And then one of the first things I want to do is go to File, Page Setup, and I want this to be 11 by 8.5. Okay, apply. And then I'm going to just click and get rid of these, and I don't need the themes. And then I am going to right-click, duplicate slide, and we'll just do a few of these. Duplicate. Okay, and then I'll be able to bring over my backgrounds. So then I'm going to go to background, choose image. Let's see. Okay, we're ready to go. And I'll just bring this one over as a background. Okay. And then you'll see done. Since it is a background, I can't move it, I can't edit it. Then I'm going to go to do this background, browse. Okay, so this is very important. The clip art is incredibly important. So EduClips I can use in here as a background. Some clip art you cannot use in Google Slides at all, so you want to check with the clip artist. So the next slide gets a little bit more interesting, hopefully. So we're going to do a table of contents, which I recently learned how to do, and I love for teaching something multiple days. Then you can hyperlink to different slides. So if I go back to my PowerPoint and I highlight all this text, Control C, and I bring it over. Oop, okay, and it'll do its, it's funky formatting, but okay. Then if I bring it across, it's not so bad. Okay, I like Comic Sans, so I'm gonna just do that. So change this to Comic Sans, make it a little bit smaller so it'll fit. Awesome. Okay. Then I'm going to do my background, and then I'll show how to hyperlink. Okay, so all the time. So my first section is procedures that apply all of the time. So I want to hyperlink this slide to my table of contents. Okay, so I'm going to highlight to go to link, and then slides in this presentation, and I'm going to do slide 4, apply. Okay. And then the great thing is when I am presenting, then if I click all the time, it'll go immediately to that slide. And even if I'm deleting, editing, deleting out slides, those hyperlinks should keep working, which is great. Okay, now let's do another slide with text. So, okay. So here we'll put the background in. Done. Okay. And I wish I could install the fonts I've purchased in Google Slides, but I can't as far as I've been able to find out. So I'm just gonna bring that over, and okay, then I'm gonna just need to highlight, if it will let me highlight, there we go. And I'll do my Comic Sans and make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Okay, so that is how I start to move over the slides. Again, you can see that the background is locked in, only I can move the font and I can edit it. So teachers who purchase your resource could then easily edit. So I also want to show you how to force a copy, which is something I recently learned to do and I love. So if I go to share and get link, so I'm going to change this to anyone with a link can edit. Okay, and then copy link, done. Okay, so on a blank slide, I'm going to show you what to do with that link. Okay, so I'll paste the link and let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay. And then I'm just going to take where it says edit here and change that to copy. And then I can Control C, copy that link, and then I can share that link and it will force a copy so that whoever has purchases on TpT, or even if I share with friends, if I'm just making a resource I want to share, they will have to make their own copy, and so they can't and they won't be changing my original. So I do want to note that I have learned, I initially have uploaded with the Google Drive option, but I'm going to start uploading with the digital download option so that I can include a PDF with the forced copy link, and then also my terms of use in more detail, and my credits, and instructions and videos for how how teachers can access and edit the resource. So I'm going to go with the digital download option for now on. From now on, I think. I do want to show you also, this is the actual version that I did post on TpT. And I do want to show you, it says here, listed on TpT, do not delete. And this is because I did the Google Drive option. And I included my terms of use here, my credits with the clickable links, some more directions. But again, I think from what I've learned, I'm going to go with the digital download option for future resources for use in Google Drive. Hope this is helpful. I hope it saves you some time and frustration. And I can't wait to see all the wonderful things that everyone is creating.